Now, last moment, let's just combine the BOG and then the NPP Delegates Congress that's coming up.
Who is
I'm sure.
It's an island.
Oh, but you know, of course.
I think everybody knows who I support.
That's one thing I respect him.
I'm for Alan Chamati. On Saturday, I will vote for Alan Chamati. And my worry is that people seem to be creating a lot of noise about these super delegates. Super delegates, if you look at the Electoral College, that is just 0.04% of the college that will elect the flag bearer of the party on November 4th. And the wisdom of the party, having coming out of the 207, we felt that we needed to prune down the number to 5. So this is just an administrative process. I've seen a lot of energies, people wanting to score 90%, some saying they will score 95%. At the end of the day, 5 people will be elected, will be selected. It's not even elected. 5 people will be selected and presented to the polling station officers of the party.
One.
For me, they matter. There are over 210,000 people. They matter, not the 900 people who are going to vote. Of course, you cannot also overrule the influence of the 900 people going to vote this Saturday. But that said, I was telling somebody this morning that if the Electoral College that is going to select the 5 people on Saturday were the same college that were supposed to elect the General Secretary of the party and also the National Chairman of the party, Stephen Intim and Justin Kodua would not have been National Chairman.
Because they were all pro-Alan.
They would not have been.
Because they were all pro-Alan. Yes.
Not that they are pro-Alan.
Oh, they are.
But I'm saying that the choice, of the top, then we also regional chairman come together, declare, try and whip people in line to vote for their choices during our national delegates conference to elect national officers of the party. But we also what happened. So the party has its own way of speaking. This is a party that has very strong spirit. If the party feels that it is your time to lead the party, it is not what the top thinks. And so I am not too worried about the outcome of Saturday. I know Alan Chamati will be elected, selected, Agyapong will go through, Dr. Bawumia will go through. We are only going to select 2 other more to add to them. Remember
there's a paper who reported that 7 people fighting for 2 slots. So it means that you already know among the 10 which of them.
Yes, you certainly, Alan, Dr. Bawumia, and Kennedy Agyapong will certainly go through. From what we see in the NPP. But at the end of the day, it's like writing BEC, and Achimota School says that from aggregate 6 to 10, I'm going to admit you at Achimota College. You get 6, I get 8, somebody gets 10. We all end up in Achimota College. And you say that you are...
And in the final exam, the 10%
passes you. So this whole thing, and I've seen on social media, Ashanti region. See, the real deal is how our polling station executives are feeling on the ground. Okay. I've gone around the country, I've been campaigning, I've been listening to what people are saying, and all of that. People are not happy. People are not happy. You understand? And for me,
few people are eating, whilst the majority.
I won't say that. I won't say that.
I'm only. You've listened to them. That's why I was asking whether that's what they told you.
Well, that may be part of the reasons why
people are not happy.
Yes, but you see, the reality is that people are not happy. And the last time a polling station officer in my constituency reminded me what happened in year 2000 when Kufuor wanted to be president, and the song that. Resonated well across the length and breadth. That is what the polling station people are saying. They are going to share Omasitinem and to Tuabapa. Yes, people are going to look at their welfare ever since the party came, the opportunities they have gotten, and more especially the winnability of the various candidates that will submit to them. I'm very confident that among the 5, Yes, they are all capable, they are all competent, and all of that. But after Friday, after Saturday, we all get down and begin to market why we think that our candidate is the best person. We are looking forward to the selection of the other two to join the three at the top, so that we present them to the party leadership. And this attempt to, I've heard my leader say that if somebody gets between 60 to 70% on Saturday,
you mean majority leader?
Yeah, that person should be allowed to go. I disagree with him. I totally disagree with him. I think that college cannot determine who leads the party. The college that determines who leads the party is the November 4th college. Over 200,000 people. Wow. That college cannot be influenced.
This was how many? 90, eh?
900.
900. Oh.
And the reality is that on Saturday, people are going to vote based on relations. People are going to vote based on interest. At the top, I mean, somebody will be voting for somebody because he has relations. I am voting for Alan on Saturday. Not only because I think Alan is competent, but because I have a relation with him. Same way somebody will be voting for Kennedy because he has had a relation. My constituency chairman, he'll be, because he grew up with Kennedy. He knows Kennedy very well. So
you know he'll be voting for Kennedy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And virtually every day we talk. I mean, we laugh at each other, and we are okay because we believe that this is not the contest. The real contest is November 4th, when there are over 200,000 people will be given the opportunity to vote. When those 200,000 people will be looking at the candidates who is likely to win as the 2024 elections. Not what some big man sitting somewhere is saying.
Who is that big man?
You see,
no, please, don't get me wrong. But I'm only saying that, for instance, I go and vote on Saturday for Alan. I have not even consulted my polling station people for them to tell me that go and vote for this person or go and vote. I'm going to do that because I've had opportunity and I have the conviction that let me vote for Alan.
That he is the best person for his job.
But probably maybe when you come to my polling station, that may not be the case. Yeah. In fact, on my polling station platform, that is the most liberalized platform you can ever have on it. I mean, you have the Kennedys campaigning for Kennedy, you have Dr. Bawumia's people campaigning, you have Agyapong's people, you have Akoto. I have one pastor who is Akoto's campaign manager in my constituency. And every day we put in our places Akoto's adverts and everything on our platform. So clearly, I mean, we all have a choice. And that choice will manifest on November 4th.
But it looks like Kennedy is coming up in this.
Well, Kennedy should come up. Because you see, Kennedy, for me, speaks the language of the grassroots. That is what I have seen. I mean, you see, everybody wants some form of protection. Everybody wants somebody who is able to speak out for him. And I think Kennedy does that best. I mean, but that said, there are other factors that delegates will also consider. So if Kennedy gets 10% on Saturday, and you think that because he's gotten 10%, he has 10% at the grounds, then you are getting it all wrong.
Okay. All right.
You know, there is a popular Dagomba proverb that when the chief is on his horse, you know, in the palace, there are titles, or if you like, offices held by individuals. Just like even in any traditional setup. We call someone the Wulana, who you can describe as the spokesperson of the chief. When the chief is on his horse, attending an occasion or a walk, you know, riding, the Wulana is always in the front. So there's a saying that when the horse is kicking at the back, it doesn't concern the Wulana because he's on front. But the reason why I want to comment on this because I am a participant, active participant in this journey of democracy in Ghana. You see, Ken made a famous statement. And by the way, he said, if he is elected president, he's going to appoint me minister. And I said, which ministry? He said, Minister for Mischief. Ken made a statement, and which for me, people downplay that statement. He said, look, all those who have contributed in creating the mess of this country should not be elected. And he thinks that, so people wanted to say, those who participated in this government, he doesn't have any appointment in this government. I have seen that there's an attempt to claim certain individuals. But let me state here, no amount of perfume from Arabia, you know, oud perfume. Saudi Arabia is where you have the best oud. That's what I use. No amount of oud perfume from Saudi Arabia can clean any of them. They have created this mess. And the three people, and I agree with him, Dr. Bawumia, Alan Chirmantin, and Honorable Alan Chirmantin and Honorable Ken, I strongly believe that one of them, the three of them are already there. I am told, the Minister for Agric, that he hates Dr. Bawumia to the marrow. Okay. He accuses his father for treating his father in a way. And in fact, I know for a fact that, I know for a fact that the Vice President invited the Minister for Agric on countless times to sit to discuss issues on Agric. He refused because he feels that his father betrayed his father and ensured that the Nkrumah's administration dealt with his father. That is their internal wrangling. They can even be killing each other. That is none of my business because I am a Wulana walking in front of the horse. But the point I am making is that, look, these elections, and I'm happy for that subtle admission that this government has messed up when he said that you're sitting not to Abapa. So if NPP people themselves, not to Abapa, then what do we do? I hope I haven't broken this. How about those of us who are not members of the government? The 2024 elections are going to be contested on the basis of the living conditions of the people of this country. Now you see, all the three candidates he mentioned, apart from Ken, they have participated in taking the debt to GDP of this country from a little over 60% they took from President Mahama to over 100%. Remember, it went to 104%. They have participated in taking the city from 3 cities, 70% as stated by Mr. Kennedy Agyapong himself, to almost 12 cities today. They have participated in taking the unemployment rate of this country from President Mahama 6.8 to almost 14%. It went to 17.4, then it came down. In fact, they have participated in borrowing over 400 billion. Yet you don't see anything tangible. They know President Mahama borrowed a little over 50 billion. The Pokwasi interchange phase 1 is there to show. The Obechebelamte interchange phase 1 is there to show. The Legon Hospital is there to show. The Rich Hospital is there to show. The Tepa Hospital is there to show. The Kejetia Market is there to show. What
did you do?
It was an NDC project, the phase 1. They can't deny that. The phase 1 of Obechebelamte is an NDC. Today, they are claiming ownership of the Tamale Airport. I mean, how ridiculous. How ridiculous.
They said phase
2.
You came
in phase 2. You came in and changed. Look, the loan agreement was sought by the NDC. You came in and changed the contract. A company that is doing that and you want to claim ownership. And in either case, the runway is signed quite on. To the extent that the people in the north who used to participate in Hajj, some of them will come to Elwak, some will die. Today, people can fly from Tamale to Jeddah. In fact, they can do their tuonzafi, do it, prepare it, and go to Jeddah and eat the tuonzafi. They want to claim ownership. President Mahama borrowed a little over 50 billion. They borrowed over 400 billion. What is there to show? The people of this country know the decency in governance. When the president, then candidate Nanado, said in Kumasi that he was not going to run family and friends government. It is only under this government. When President Mahama had only his neck, I'm saying that it is only under this government. I pay my taxes to him. You see the logic? You see, it is only in this government.
Right. Go to Tamale. Have you seen the new airport in Tamale?
Let me just conclude.
It is only under this government. MP for Tamale. Have you seen the airport in Tamale?
It is only under this government.
Have you seen the airport in Tamale?
It is only. Can I finish?
Have you seen the airport in Tamale?
It is only under this government that, frankly, and with all sincerity, the Afro Barometer described this government as the most corrupt government ever. In fact, the Corruption Perception Index, the lowest President Mahama chalked, has been what this government is celebrating. President Mahama chalked the highest ever. You see, decency in governance, acceptability of how this country runs. You have a president who had been a minister of foreign affairs, poking his nose into conflicts that has nothing to do with us. More so when we share boundaries with those countries.
Which one are you talking about?
When he went and talked about the Wagner, to what end? A very sensible and very forward-looking. In fact, let me take the sensible out. A very forward-looking president would have known that we share boundaries with this country.
Which country?
Burkina. And we need to be very careful couching our diplomatic language.
Okay.
You know what happened? Ghanaians are being killed. You saw in Niger yesterday. Ghanaian truck drivers, 15 were burned. Someone was killed. Because you have a former foreign minister who ought to know. Don't get yourself engaged.
They have not, as connected to what the president said.
They have not what?
There hasn't been any connection between.
Do you know the tension that brews in our borders, particularly between Upper West and Burkina, and between Paga and Burkina? Do you know?
Because of what?
It's frightening. Because our president poked his nose in issues. Why?
Have you done a study to link the two? That because of what the president said.
As a matter of fact, I can be qualified to be an expert on conflict. I did international relations.
No, but I'm saying that have you done a research to connect the two?
I don't need to do research, and I don't need to do research because the teaching I got from those professors, and in fact, my thesis was actually on conflicts in the West African sub-region. I can look at examples of similar. I'm just telling you, I can look at examples of such happening in other jurisdictions. The experts you call, do they do any research there? But don't you call them to speak on some of this?
They do research.
Who told you haven't done research?
Okay, that's why I wanted you to help me out with that one. Thank you so much.
I'm saying that something.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy he has admitted that things are bad. Thank you for that admission. I like him because of his sincerity.
Murtala Mohammed is MP for Tamale Central. Davis Opoku is MP for Praia. So, Davis, all the best to you and your team on Saturday.
I've told you, on Saturday is just an administrative process. We are going to select 5 out of the 10.
Oh, so you can even sleep and go through it.
And Alan will be there.
Oh, certainly, Alan will be there. I mean, so for me, what matters is November 4th. Okay. That, for me, is my focus.
That's why you are doing the proper work.
You know why they are doing that? They are doing that so that the vice president can test where they will use money so much in the November.
Anyway.
You have the gentleman at Buffer Stop.
I'm grateful.
A gentleman at Buffer Stop, my kid brother Hanan, he said at the original Congress, some were given 30,000.
Thank you for coming in.
Video.
Well, it's now official. Joy Prime, Joy FM, and other MGL platforms are media partners for the biggest carnival in Ghana, the Chale Wate Street Art Festival. It's an annual colorful festival of sights and scenes with thousands of revelers to be treated to rich African heritage, art, dance, street painting, graffiti, murals, you name it. And trust me, with the multimedia group involved, it's going to be an explosion, and it already is. It's going to be a promotion of our creative arts economy while achieving the mission to sell and promote Ghana. And just as the name Chale Wate suggests, the festival is flip-flopping to a new location this year. This year, it's in Osu. So come along, let's go make unforgettable memories at Osu from now till 27th of August 2023. That's it. We're taking a break here. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.